The official rollout of the Xbox partnership with ROG Ally. I found it interesting that there was no specs, no price, no release date.
Oh, the specs are already on the Xbox website. It's better than the Rogue.
Okay.
It's super powerful. 120 1080p. I think I think the max probably for the other ones are like 720p.
Mm.
Yeah, it's definitely using a different chip. So the stats are there. It's very powerful. And I'm gonna say the price range for the black one is probably be 700, and the second one, just assuming, would probably be five.
That's a very generous price for both.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be
Because the comparable market prices for the something like that is closer to like 800 to a grand.
be 750 for the black one, and it could be probably five. This is where they'll bite the bullet.
Yeah, to me, I'm like, I think they should just eat the cost and keep it low.
I think
That's
that's
what
what
I
they're gonna
that's what I
do.
think they should do. You're a
I think
trillion
that
dollar
might be.
company. You like
I think
just
that's what they're gonna do,
yeah, eat
especially
the
with
cost.
them being able to make that money up back faster because there's no red lines anymore.
And all roads lead to Game Pass. So
Or release the Game Pass right now. So yep, that's pretty much it.
so for me, it's like I said to you before in the chat, I'm not as opposed to being in the Xbox ecosystem as I once was a few years ago. I'm looking for my in. Like I don't necessarily think I need an Xbox Series X, but I wouldn't mind like a handheld something like this. It's just the price point one, and then with devices like this, they're not really future proof. Like we're gonna get a new version of this in probably 2 years because that's just the tech market. So I'm like, do I drop?
No, the ROG Ally's been out for a while.
No, but what I'm
Yeah,
saying is like those gaps. It's gonna be like cell phones. Like the gaps between those are gonna start to get shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. Like is this a thing that I buy that it's future proof for the next 3 to 4 years?
it's future proof. It's future proof in the sense that everything that you own and that you purchase at that time will transfer to the next device with
No,
ease.
for
So
for sure. It's just more so about
yeah.
this the entry point, right? Of like even with phones, even though it's been normalized in our brains, and I don't think it should. All we've seen is phones go up and up and up and up, where it's like you don't even think about the fact that you're holding a $1,200 device in your hand that you just throw on the bed, like let bounce around in the case, like because you've been paying it in installments. So like that's more so what I mean of like, is it $700 now, $800 2 years from now? Where I'm just like, I got these expensive devices and I'm playing it for kids. I'm gonna have to put this behind bedrock glass, like sheetrock.
Right, but invest in that Apple Care.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it's something where they're gonna eat the costs, I I wouldn't mind. I think with them raising the prices for the Xbox Series X recently, I don't have much faith. Of like if anywhere if you should have been eating the cost anywhere, it should have been on your 5-year-old console. Like just slash the prices. Sell the Xbox Series X for like 350 and watch how much of an uptick you get, especially with the whole play anywhere aspect. That'd be my take. Like you're a $1 trillion company. Eat it on the hardware. You're gonna make it back in. You're a software company now for when it comes to your gaming division. Just eat the
Hmm.
cost on the hardware. Bite the bullet, get it in people's hands, and then get them to the ecosystem. That's my thoughts. Um, and transitioning from that, do you feel like uh Outer Worlds 2 was the right sacrificial lamb for the $80 rollout for Xbox?
Uh, I mean, I kind of. Sorry, man.
There you go.
Um, yeah, Outer Worlds 2 is made from a good team. The first Outer Worlds game is. I can see why people like it. I can see why
Mm.
people be. It has its personality, man. It has everything going for it that games like it has going for it. So for them to charge $80, I'm not surprised. I'm gonna be on Game Pass, man. So
But that's the conspiracy of like it's a thing to kind of, well, you could pay $80 or
Or you could get Game Pass and then get it later.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. I think that's the play of like
Yeah.
we put it out at this price. We know it might not hit at that price, but that's because we want to get you on Game Pass instead.
Yeah. I think I think really that's what I would I think that's what I would do, and I think it's fine. Um I think it's fine in the sense that that game does have a lot in it, and like I would probably find a different way to charge the price that I would like to make on a game. Um but it's kind of too like you don't have to buy it. I'm not gonna buy it, and I'm not saying that's a good model for everybody to have, but just a lot of people won't be having games day one. They're gonna be buying games later on, and that's sad. But at the same time, it's gonna shoot itself in the foot to where they're gonna have to recalibrate, because now you're so big, you need more calories at a certain amount of time and speed, and nobody's buying your games like that.
I
So if
agree.
10 people can afford it for $80 and 100 people can't, do you think the 100 people are gonna keep stay there? No.
I agree. I do think this is a strategy that ironically works out best for Xbox.
Mm.
PlayStation can't do it, Nintendo can't do it because like you said, you always have the Game Pass alternative.
Yeah.
As a PS5 owner, it's like I either pay the $80 or I don't, or like you said, or I don't get a day one.
You can pay the dollars, or we throw you in jail, man.
Yeah.
We brick your console.
Right. Right. So like I think um, you know, if Xbox can see a plan through for once in their lives, I think their pivot to get everybody into their streaming service essentially is a good plan, good theory, good business strategy. There is my conspiracy brain of it's the same thing I told Tim years and years and years and years ago where I saw DLC going and it got there. There's a place where I see Game Pass going and it's not great,
Oh,
but
then that's what everybody's gonna jump ship.
no, they're not because there won't be any ship. There won't be any dry land to jump onto at that point.
So Kevin Costner's Waterworld.
Yeah.